It's not just pink. It's all the colors.
I I see that there's some blue in there. Perfect timing for Pride Month.
It's basically what it was for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to get it redone, but I only trusted the teacher to do it because the color that was in my hair, I haven't seen anybody pull out correctly. And she was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" I was like, "You can do whatever the fuck you want." And someone was like, "Oh, make it rainbow for Pride." I was like, "I'm an ally. Fuck it."
Dude, I always consider doing like an LGBT or like, like showing like movies that have like or LGBT representation in it. The best one's got to be Brokeback Mountain, but
Oh God.
I don't know. It's that or Moonlight. Have you seen Moonlight?
I started it. I think I fell asleep and did not finish it.
Was he still a kid?
I think it was like when it first jumped to him being an adult.
Oh, okay. Wow, you only had like 30 minutes left.
No,
No.
the LGBTQ one is the one with Robin Williams and the other guy. Is it Birdcage? Robin Williams, and he's gay and he's got a husband, and they're trying to like convince that girl's family that, oh, what is the name of it? I'm gonna look it up.
I don't think it's Robin Williams. I'll tell you that right now.
It is.
You're not talking about the one where they're like drag queens, right?
Yeah.
It is that one? To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Yeah, I think so.
It's literally on his phone right now.
Is that it?
She's not looking.
No, it's Birdcage.
Oh, Birdcage.
I have not seen that then.
Nope.
It's got Nathan Lane in it.
What was this used for?
It's actually the Birdcage. Dumbass.
Yeah.
Bruh. I gotta be honest, this might be a new #1 Batman movie.
Really?
We literally just watched it. Because we were sitting here and I was like, I have to watch this movie before the podcast. Holy fuck.
Like over Dark Knight?
Yeah.
That's a hot take, but I like it.
Yeah. No, that was
it's fantastic.
Solid fucking movie.
Plus the Nirvana in the background, the whole movie just made me happy. The little 90s kid in me, even though I'm barely a 90s kid.
Yeah, there were a couple of songs that came on during the movie, and I was like, is this really playing right now?
Yeah, and I remember you and I were the only two like actually saying positive things about this back in like 2019 when they said Pattinson was going to play him.
Yeah. I was eager to see how he did it. I didn't know he was going to be able to pull it off as well as he did. But I was definitely excited to see how he did it.
Everyone just says he looks like It's Not a Phase Mom when he's Bruce Wayne.
That's
Yeah,
I
it's
legit,
an accurate description.
There were moments when I saw him like as Bruce Wayne, and I was like, "Shit, man, you could have played fucking Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man." Shit.
Jake Gyllenhaal almost played that Spider-Man.
Oh God, he'd have been way too young.
Well, realistically, that's what you want for Spider-Man.
I don't know. I kind of like the college level theme they had going in the Tobey Maguire series.
He's supposed to be a Spider-Man, senior in high school. So, but no, Tobey will forever be my favorite.
It's actually, he's my second favorite Spider-Man, but I do not like rewatching those movies at all.
Really?
Like none of them. I don't
I
know
will
why.
rewatch all of them any day.
I overwatched them. But no, there's nothing about those movies that I like am not already knowing is happening.
Okay, but how many times have you rewatched the Star Wars?
All the time, and it makes me happy every time I watch it. Every year I rewatch all of them. Probably multiple times a year. Because this fucker wants to watch them all too, but it's after I've already done it.
You're preaching to the choir.
I've been stuck in fucking anime lately.
I still haven't really dove into like anime shows, but I like anime movies are the shit.
Tread fucking carefully. I'll tell you that now. Because,
No, that's a lot of time to devote.
bro, I've spent months on just One Piece. Autumn can't stand it anymore, dude. She's like, if you have this on and I am in the house, I'm gonna be fucking mad. She's so over it.
So all I'm hearing is it's time for her to go on another deployment.
Right? It took me 3 months to like watch all of it.
Oh, you did finish it?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I've caught up to it and started reading it. So
Damn.
I'm like,
that's a lot of time to devote.
It's 20 episodes ahead of what's animated.
Fuck that noise.
I'm so devoted to it that I keep up with like the creator. Like,
God, you sound like Straw Hat Goofy.
Yeah, we're on a 1 month hiatus right now because dude has to have eye surgery because it's affecting his work. He has astigmatism and is literally seeing doubles.
Oh, fun.
But the guy has been writing this anime since like 97 and has put out a new episode every week since 97. And the longest break he's ever taken is 2 months.
I wonder how that compares to the Simpsons creator. The time traveler.
I don't even know. But that's fucking intense.
So Taylor's been on this whole kick about how she wants a fish tank, changing topics drastically.
God.
And I told her only if I get to decorate it, and I sent a picture of the Lego Titanic, a Lego submarine, and Lego skeletons.
Those are all fair decoration. I don't know how you're gonna keep them stuck at the bottom, but I have faith.
I feel like they're heavy enough, or at least the Titanic one would be.
I'll say that one will be. I don't know about the smaller ones.
Yeah, I also don't know if I want to drop $700 on that bitch.
Yeah. No,
you have the money. You have the money.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I hate fish. Unless I'm eating them, I don't like it.
Dude, on our honeymoon, Taylor was obsessed with the koi fish.
I've saved koi fish. I have saved a koi fish pond, and it is not worth it. I did.
How did you save a koi fish pond? When did you do this?
So right before I left fucking Kentucky and Indiana, I went down to Tracy's place. Well, after we had moved out in December, she built a koi fish pond right behind where that shed was. There's just a giant pond there now, and it's got like a gazebo and shit set up out there, like a waterfall into it. It's like the whole 9 yards. And she put a bunch of koi fish in it, and them fucking things were literally so lethargic that it was just floating there, and I reached in and grabbed him out of the water.
Jesus.
And she's like, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know if they're dying or what. And it took me like 10 minutes on Google to figure it out. And then I was like, go to the store and buy this salt, this like weird salt. And she came back and did it, and koi fish survived the winter.
That's funny. But also, yeah, that sounds like way too much work for a fish.
For a fish. For a fish you don't even get to eat. There's nothing good about this fish other than to take your money.
Aren't they supposed to be good luck or something?
I ain't never seen a fish that was good luck. After the $100 tank, the $50 tank decor, the constant cleaning and pH balance, just to die. So I gotta clean all of that shit now because your dead bacteria is all over it. If I don't clean it, it's gonna kill the next fish. So
it sounds like you have too strong of a vendetta against fish.
Yeah. You know how easy it is to forget to feed a fish?
Very.
Just like sprinkle in some flakes. That's all you gotta do. It's so easy to forget.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how my grandma's fish died. Also, we're doing this episode on Batman. I totally forgot. I haven't seen the Adam West Batman.
I have only seen clips of that movie. I have not watched it like start to finish.
Okay, cool. So we're in the same boat because that came out in '66.
It did, and it won a single award.
Wasn't it like? Don't people still shit on that movie?
Yes.
Bruh, I'm gonna be honest with you. After looking at all the ratings on it, it is not the worst Batman movie.
Oh, I know. It's Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
And it's not close.
Like, by a long shot.
Well, yeah, dude, on the app that I review movies on, it's got an average score of 3.3 out of 5 stars. That's not bad.
That is my least favorite A-list movie I have ever seen. And that's after that Hollywood one with DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
I think that's my like second or third lowest rated Tarantino. I think Jackie Brown is my lowest rated, if you've seen that.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, it's Jackie Brown and last, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Second last. Dude, Jackie Brown could have been so good because like the cast is like Samuel L. Jackson, De Niro, Michael Keaton. I don't know. It's very boring.
Oh, God.
Yeah, basically.
Like, all those actors can be amazing, but they can also be like the most monotoned fucking staring at paint dry motherfuckers.
Dude, fucking De Niro in it is just a stoner who like tries to sleep with Samuel L. Jackson's girl. Yeah. So you don't really need to check that one out. All right. You want to start with your list? And we'll see where we disagree because it's going to be a lot.
Where we disagree. What do you want the list of? The movies?
Yeah. All the Batman movies. Start at your number 10.
Number 10? Oh, God. Well, I don't even know how many there are. I didn't count. You didn't tell me 10.
I have 10 on mine. It's so the Dark Knight trilogy, both of Keaton's, Lego Batman, Batman Forever with Kilmer, the new Batman, and then Batman and Superman.
Okay.
Or Batman versus Superman.
Well, Batman and Robin ain't even making the list then. Not even close.
Oh yeah, that's in my 10th spot. That movie's atrocious.
There's 10. I gotta count things now.
It's so hard to count that high now.
I know.
Just think you passed math for Marines for me.
All right, you're gonna have to leave if you're gonna act like that.
I'm hot. Give me a minute, please. See, there's the bottom on the floor.
I want to say they made a movie for this, but I honestly can't remember.
For what?
Batman Beyond.
That sounds right, but I don't have it on my list.
It was a series. I can't remember if they did make a movie with it or not.
Oh, are you talking about like the animated movies?
Yeah, that one was animated. I just have it as like a notable mention because that was like solid work by Mark Hamill.
There's 3 Batman Beyonds.
Fantastic. Well, for the sake of notable mentions, it's going in my number 10 spot.
That's fair.
Only because it's animated, or it would be higher.
Hey, don't shit on animated movies.
Oh, I'm not. Dude, that was something we watched religiously. I think we still have that on VHS.
Fuck yeah.
At my parents' house.
I think the one I watched the most growing up was it like Scooby-Doo Through the Cyberverse or whatever it was? All I'm saying is I'd sell my soul to be with a Hex girl.
I think we've bought most of the old school Scooby-Doo movies.
Hell yeah.
Just so we can watch them. But no. Let's see. Number 9 is going to be Batman Begins.
Really?
Yep.
That's an atrocious take.
Absolutely not. It is so far behind so many better movies.
You think it's better than The Dark Knight Returns? Or what? Is it The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises? My bad.
I think it's worse than that, yes.
All right. You already said Batman and Robin is last.
It has to be.
No, dude. The training scenes with Ra's al Ghul, Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow.
Basic.
I'm gonna let you keep going for a little bit.
Well, right. Yeah. This whole thing's been recording. Right above it, number 8's gonna be Dark Knight Rises.
I don't hate that. That's a fair placement.
I think so. It does have what I put her at. I think that's my second favorite Catwoman, though.
I'll agree with you there. Anne Hathaway. I wish we would have seen more of her.
Agreed. Even
with it being that low, though, Tom Hardy might be like a top 5 most quotable villain in movie history.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He did an amazing job and dude, even when you look up this movie and go to the cast, he is at the very fucking bottom.
Is he really?
He is at like the bottom 2 of the cast. He's like a below extras.
That's wild.
It was sad. I saw that and was like, they do not give this man credit for shit.
I feel like Tom Hardy still, even with how successful he is still a little underrated.
He's so undervalued. So undervalued.
Yeah, I mean, Christopher Nolan's a great director, but his fight scenes are terribly choreographed. Dude, they're so slow in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. No.
All right, what you got at your 7?
7 is going to be the original, the 1966.
Oh, the Adam West one?
Yep.
Okay.
Only because, like, even what I have seen of it, like, the Joker that plays in it is just an absolute goofball. He's, like, it's classic comedy for the time period. Like, dude had, like, the flower on his lapel, and it squirted water at people and shit. Like, like, it was just classic.
Yeah, it's
comedy.
like 60s humor.
Yeah, and it fits. It fits perfectly.
I will still find enjoyment in that then, I bet, whenever I decide to watch it.
Yeah. There's lots of people that do like it, but I haven't gotten to watch it completely, which is sad. I need to. I think it's actually on HBO Max right now.
Shit. All right. Actually, I can find out for you real quick.
I'll say yeah. I think I remember seeing a watch option there when I was looking through it.
Yeah, Letterboxd will tell you, like, you select your streaming services, and it'll tell you if it's available on any of them. So it's on HBO Max.
Probably gonna watch that later.
I might have to do that too.
All right. The next one is Batman Returns, the Michael Keaton.
Okay. Yeah, that one is very overhyped in my opinion.
It was.
Like, people still talk about it, how it should be a top 3 Batman. I disagree completely.
I don't know. I got him. I got Keaton as like a top 2 Batman.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm just saying really that movie alone.
Well, both the Keaton Batmans were directed by Tim Burton, which I think gives its own whole vibe to the movie that none of the other Batmans have. And it's just like that classic ominous movie. The whole movie is just set to be like dark and quiet.
Well, it's for sure the darkest Batman we've ever got. And this might be a hot take, but I think Tim Burton has lost his touch.
I don't know if I can say he's lost his touch. I'm also getting angry eyes right now. I think that while trying to update his process with the new technology he has, the like technology, the CGI and the animation just can't keep up with where he's envisioning it to be.
I think
because Alice in Wonderland
disagree.
Was awesome, but I think like some of the CGI was shit in comparison to what he wanted it to be.
One of the ones I always refer back to is Sweeney Todd, because I feel like Tim Burton is always going to crush it on like cinematics, but he's kind of falling into the James Cameron category for me, where like cinematics are great, but the storyline is lacking.
I thought Sweeney Todd was amazing. That was a solid storyline too. What are you talking about?
Easy, Tiger. We haven't even gotten to the part where you're going to get the most mad at me.
No, and I know it's coming. We were talking about that earlier. She's like, you guys haven't even like talked about what's going on. I was like, well, we both know that we do not like Batman the same. So this is just going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. I like going into it blindly. Conversation flows way better than if you have an agenda.
Yeah, because then you're always like checking back to make sure you're fucking following the script.
Yeah, my like first 2 episodes, I had like an agenda, like in like minute marks, and I was like, no, I'm getting away from that.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we on? Your number 6?
I think we did 6 was Batman Returns.
Okay.
So, all right. Number 5 is going to be Batman vs. Superman. Only because I think Ben Affleck's depiction of Batman is like my favorite of all time.
Oh, I thought we were gonna argue about this.
Not not the way he plays the character, but how he looks as Batman, I think is like, technically I'm incorrect to the world, but I think it is the most accurate representation of what Batman should look like.
I don't think it's
Like,
inaccurate, and I actually completely agree. But
well,
I think Batfleck could have been the best Batman ever if he got a standalone movie.
yeah.
That's my opinion.
Oh, for sure. Oh, absolutely. I'd pay to watch it until it came out of theaters over and over again.
I know he's in the new Flash movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
DC was probably so pissed they had to like spoil that Keaton and Batfleck were in that just because of how shitty of a person Ezra Miller is.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Yeah, like I mean, there's some dialogue in.
The other day if I was gonna watch it, and I was like, "Who's playing Flash?" And they were like, "Idris." I was like, "Nope, not even gonna watch it."
I'll probably still go see it, but yeah, Ezra Miller is a shit person that should be in jail
for sure.
All right, you're number 4.
Batman.
Michael Keaton's.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, realistically, Keaton's the best Batman. Like, because Batfleck didn't get his own movie. And I think Bale's honestly probably number 4.
I only wrote the top 2. I only wrote my top 2 because
that's fair.
In all reality, like between Kilmer only had one movie, and he played the rich playboy. Other than that, like 90% of the movie, that boy was in the suit.
Yeah.
Like we got like no screen time with just Kilmer. Most of it was like little cut scenes, like, oh, he's going to an event, or here's to introduce some people. But other than that, he was in the suit the entire fucking movie, which was awesome.
I like Dick Grayson in that movie. That's one of my favorite portrayals of Robin so far. All right, continue.
Number 3. Oh, 3 is the Val Kilmer Batman. It's Batman Forever.
That's too high.
Nope.
We'll get to that on my list. Don't you worry.
Nope. All right. Number 2 is going to be The Dark Knight.
It baffles me that's your number 2.
It has to be. I was sitting here thinking about it, like really wanting to just fucking pound the Christian Bale Batmans, because you know how much I don't like them. But it has that's my favorite Joker. Ledger is my favorite Joker.
I don't know if this counts as a hot take or anything, but like, he's the best live action portrayal, but honestly, the best Joker might go to Mark Hamill.
Oh, yeah. No, me and my brother were talking about that earlier. I said it was Heath Ledger. He's like, it's Mark Hamill. I was like, okay, we're not including the animated series right now.
Like that's a very back and forth topic, but I mean, it's hard to decipher between, how many things Mark Hamill did versus one thing with Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that's that. Well, yeah, he didn't even just voice Joker. Mark Hamill did the voices for Batman, Nightwing, Joker. Yeah. Like, he did so many that it, like you said, it is hard to compare someone who's had that big of an influence on the saga versus like the one-hit wonder, and he happened to die right after. So
Yeah. Well, dude, and Mark Hamill says he's never touched on a Batman project again, though, because
I don't
of
doubt
Kevin
it.
Conroy.
Yeah, didn't he say it was like causing him throat problems, having to do the voices now?
Well, I think he said that years back, but recently in an interview, he said he would never do it again just because Kevin Conroy says Batman. So if he can't be there, then he won't do it.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense. If you got the chemistry, and why change it? You know?
All right, so that makes your number one.
The Batman. It's the new one.
People need to stop shitting on Robert Pattinson.
I think they could have had someone else play that role, and it would have turned out the same. I can't picture anyone better for the role right now, like off the top of my head, besides Affleck. But I think they could have put, like we were talking about earlier, like they could have put any emo kid in there and been Bruce. Because that's what it was. It was,
I was
just
gonna say
like,
he kind of looks like Daniel Radcliffe, you know, a little bit, if Daniel like had that like emo look going.
Yeah, like he had very little like character. There wasn't like,
go ahead.
It wasn't like Christian Bale where it was like that constant motivation to like save Gotham or anything like that. He was like, I'm just doing it for my dad, and then he finds out the.
Well, I liked it because it showed like Batman is known as one of the greatest detectives of all time, so we actually got to see it in this one.
Yes.
And it showed how dark Gotham is.
For sure.
Like this one, yeah, and then Batman Returns.
Yeah. No, this was definitely it was probably the best depiction of Gotham and just like the whole underground part of it. It was very split away from like the elites of Gotham, like the other ones have been. Like all the Christian Bale ones, like everything they do is at a high level event. Everybody's in tuxes and cocktail dresses, or they're always dealing with the mayor or something. Like, yeah, the mayor had something to do in this one, but it was like, oh, he died. Okay, well, we're gonna leave the mayor alone for the rest of the movie until the end.
Yeah, or like Dark Knight, you know, like he drops into like the CEO's building in Japan.
Yeah,
even when he's Batman, it's still a high up.
Yeah, it was like all of them have really stayed away from like the grimy, slummy part of the city, other than for the scenes it had to be in. Yeah. And even then, it was cleaned up.
Zoe Kravitz might be my favorite Catwoman, though.
Oh, she's not. I can't. I've tried to say she's Catwoman in my mind, but.
So is yours Michelle Pfeiffer?
Until they declare her Batwoman, unless I see something saying that's gonna be, I can't agree with you.
She is Catwoman.
No. No.
Literally, just look up the movie cast and it says Catwoman.
It says Selena. It doesn't say Catwoman. I just looked at it.
Boy,
we can look it up again, but when I looked at it, it said Selena. Oh, they got a slash in there? Whatever.
They have it for Bruce Wayne / Batman.
I'll give her the number 3 spot then.
3. So is Pfeiffer your 1?
Nope. Halle Berry. Halle Berry's my number 1 Catwoman. No one will ever tell me different. You can't argue it with me.
That movie's dog shit.
It is absolute dog shit.
Okay.
That is the sexiest Catwoman to date.
Okay, I'm fine with that as long as you can acknowledge the movie's dog shit.
Yeah, the movie's trash. You can't hardly find the movie to watch anymore. That's how bad
it's on HBO.
Nobody even wants to pick it up.
It's on HBO Max.
Oh well, I didn't see it.
That's a dude, because like maybe like a month ago, maybe a little longer, I like sat down, I was like, I've only seen Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson's Batman. I hadn't seen any others up till that point. So all of these are like fresh on my mind.
So disappointed.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it, so I could make you proud.
Good job.
Until you hear my list, and then you're gonna hate me.
Probably. But Anne Hathaway is my number 2 Catwoman.
That's fair. I wish
And
we would
then
have seen more of her.
Zoe Kravitz.
I'm actually, and like, I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but I wouldn't have wanted to see him as Robin.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure he could pull it off, but. And Christian Bale said he is open to the idea of doing another Batman if Christopher Nolan directs it.
No, please, no. Oh, God. Who are they going to do? They've used up, half the main villains already?
Dude, you realize how many Batman villains aren't touched? They could bring in Clayface, Mr. Freeze.
Please, no. Leave Mr. Freeze in the cooler. We don't need to bring him out again. The last time was horrible. Please do not try to recreate.
That's because you had Arnold playing him. Arnold is not a good actor.
They shouldn't. No, just leave him alone.
Have you ever wanted to make your own podcast and get paid for it? Well, then you should check out Anchor for Spotify. It's the easiest way to upload podcast episodes, record, edit, and even post video episodes to Spotify. It's what I use. It's what plenty of other creators use. So if you've ever thought about making your own podcast, check out Anchor.
Leave him alone. Leave him to the animated world.
He was good in the Arrowverse.
I
think he fought the Flash a lot. No, he's good in that. Wentworth Miller plays him. Do you know who that is?
No.
Did you ever watch Prison Break?
I did. Yeah.
Main guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I think he played him well. But anyway, let's dive into this list. Number 10, Batman and Robin.
Okay.
I was so disappointed just because of my love for Kill Bill. Like, I saw Uma Thurman was in this. So, like I said, I hadn't seen any Batman outside of the 2 I mentioned. And so I saw her. I was like, oh, I'll make that my first one I watch. That was a bad idea. Dude, I don't even remember what I gave it. I think I gave it like a 0.4 out of 10.
It's not good.
Dude, and I read somewhere today that it was like only made so they could sell merch.
Yeah. Dude, that was a total money grab movie. They made it like 2 years after the last one with a whole new cast. Like,
I was going to say Batman Forever came out 2 years prior. And then 3 years prior to that was Batman Returns.
Yeah. So they literally got it rolling and then we're like, oh, yeah, let's just A-list this and see what happens. Like, that's all that was.
All right, you ready to get mad?
Yep.
My number 9, Batman Forever. Val Kilmer.
Oh my God. No.
1, the bat suit looked dumb. Why do they keep trying to make nipples on a bat suit work? 2,
they're still trying to do it.
Why is he so fucking horny in this movie?
Because it's Val Kilmer. I'm pretty sure at the time he was probably the sexiest man alive. That, like,
I don't know, man. Johnny Depp. So, fucking Tommy Lee Jones, as much as I love him, was just okay in this. And it was due to scheduling conflicts. He's even admitted it.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty basic with it. I'll give you that. He was very like, this is what I got to do. We're going to do it and get it done.
Yeah. Like Tommy Lee Jones has some acting chops. Nicole Kidman, I don't know. I didn't like her in this role. I liked looking at her, but that's about it. And Jim Carrey's the perfect casting for the Riddler, but the script failed him.
Oh, yeah. Although like I can agree with you on almost all those points. No. Nope. Can't be a number 9.
It can be, and it's going to stay there.
No!
Let's see. I gave this a solid 4.1 out of 10.
Oh, God, no.
Next up, now we're jumping into some better movies. Batman versus Superman in my number 8.
Number 8. Well,
I can't get over Lex Luthor.
I can agree with it to an extent. Like as a movie, it was pretty thrown together almost.
I still think this movie gets overhated, but there is a lot. Like the whole scene where like he has him on the ground and he says Martha, and he's like, "Why'd you say that name?" That scene's dumb as hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, as a movie, I can agree with you. I just like the Batman depiction, really.
I do too.
Like other than that, though, the movie was.
Yeah, it was nothing to write home about.
No.
But also, supposedly, there's like another Snyder cut, like they did for Justice League, that does it justice. But
I do not like the Snyder cut.
What?
Yeah. Nope. I watched it. I managed to put myself through that 4.5 hours, right? Of hell. Hell.
It's not hell. It's fantastic.
To get the same thing out of it, the other version was...
No, dude, literally on my DCEU ranking, like on my list, Justice League by itself is in last place, and number 1 is Zack Snyder's Justice League.
That was a hard commitment to watch that whole movie.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole event. Like, you know how long it is? Fucking Martin Scorsese's new movie coming out, Killers of the Flower Moon, is longer than that.
That doesn't surprise me from Scorsese, though.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours and like 8 minutes or something.
Jesus.
Yeah. And like the only thing, like, is that going to make movies more regularly long? And then
they gotta find something to sell. Fucking TV shows have bumped up to an hour long for an episode. Like they gotta, like why would I pay, I don't know, anywhere from $8 to $20 to go see it in theaters for an extra 30 minutes?
You go on Tuesdays, it's discount day. It makes it more worth it.
Nah, they gotta give you something that you can't just get on TV. We gotta make it worth.
I don't know, but I mean, like, if it does do very successful, it could make movies like Zack Snyder's Justice League more common in theaters. I wholeheartedly think that.
Oh yeah.
All right, my number 7, The Dark Knight Rises.
I'll take it. I'll take
it. Honestly, my favorite scene in this, and I think it's an underrated scene, is the scene where he's like trying to jump out of the cave.
Oh, when he's jumping
so like after Bane beats him, he's in that like prison, And there's like this like whole story about how only one person's ever made it out, and then they didn't use the rope.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Batman scenes ever.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That was a solid scene.
Yeah, but like we said before, the fight scenes are trash.
Yeah.
And they had a Hines Ward cameo. And like, fuck the Steelers. Like, the Steelers and the Yankees are my two most hated sports franchises.
Yeah, that is the only one of the like Dark Knight series that had no Academy nominations.
Was it really?
None. Zero.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, the other two both had Oscar wins, not even noms, like had wins.
Again, I don't blame the Academy. Like, honestly, there's a part of me that almost put Batman versus Superman over this movie.
I did.
I know you did. I considered it heavily. My number 6 is going to be Batman Returns.
Solid choice.
And like, I've said this for so many of these movies, Danny DeVito is the perfect casting for Penguin. Like,
yeah, I think absolutely. I think the kid from the Gotham TV show that plays Penguin in that is like a solid cast for it as like a young kid.
I actually haven't watched that.
I haven't really watched it either. I've just seen like episodes here and there because people were watching it around me. But I think the person they have cast for that, like as a youth, I think that one's spot on.
So yeah, I don't watch TV shows a lot. I get too bored too quick. I already know your answer, so just let me finish real quick.
Oh, I don't blame you. I don't hardly watch live action TV shows at all.
But I decided, because I've never seen 2 of these and I haven't finished the third one and I haven't even attempted to watch it in ever, so it's got to be a restart. But I'm going to dive into a TV series for my TikTok and like just post about seasons or like episode recaps. So I'm between Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, or Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones or The Sopranos.
I've never seen The Sopranos. No, I've never seen The Sopranos.
I'm surprised my dad didn't disown me for not seeing that.
I have no desire to watch that at all. Like dude, I grew up with my mom watching Days of Our Lives and fucking General Hospital. Was that what it was? Both of those. Every day, 3:00, TV came on. You were watching Days of Our Lives. I had no desire to watch The Sopranos at all.
See, for me, it was if I was at my dad's place, we were watching Star Wars, or he would kick me to bed and he'd be watching sports or like a mafia movie or show. And then my mom was watching either like Harry Potter or some horror movie that I was never fucking into. And like, dude, I've watched the movie since, but I remember being petrified as a kid because I walked into a room and she was watching that movie that came out in like 2006, Mirror, if you remember that. And it was like the scene and they like had grabbed both sides of their jaw and just ripped it off. I was petrified. But yeah. And then on Tuesdays, I was at my grandma's. It was Crocodile Hunter for hours straight.
No, my grandpa just watched old Westerns.
Dude, that's one of my biggest lacking pieces of movie knowledge is any Western movie.
Same.
Yeah, like I've never seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Actually, I don't know. There's not a lot of Clint Eastwood I've seen. I'm just gonna put that out. But
I've seen The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Was he in Planet of the Apes? I think he did do a Planet of the Apes.
Is movie. Planet of the Apes considered Western though?
No.
Okay.
You just brought up Eastwood.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Planet of the Apes.
Was he in like the original or like the new trilogy?
No, like I think it was an in between. Oh. They had tried to remake it again like later on, and I think he was in it. But it was so bad, so bad. If I'm thinking of it right, it was so bad.
So I got one it was made in 2001 with Mark Wahlberg. Ringing a bell?
Maybe that's it.
It was directed by Tim Burton. I'm not seeing Clint Eastwood in this cast though.
Maybe I might be thinking of something else then.
I think it was terrible reviews.
The damn dirty ape line from like the original sounds a lot like his voice in my head. But
I don't know.
No,
anyway,
Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge is a great one. Obviously, I've seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen many of his westerns though.
Yeah, my western knowledge is like I think my two westerns that come to my mind right off the rip is Hateful Eight and Django, and that's just because I'm a Tarantino stan.
Oh yeah, those are solid.
Hateful Eight is such an underrated Tarantino movie, but
Facts.
People get bored because it's in the same setting. Dude, I had someone one time tell me that they didn't like Hateful Eight for that reason, but they told me one of their favorite movies of all time is 127 Hours. Anyway, moving on back to Batman. My number 5, Batman Begins. The origin story, the training with Ra's al Ghul in the League of Assassins. Cillian Murphy bodies every role that he is in.
He did do well.
And again, this is one that kind of shows the darker side of Gotham. When Scarecrow like poisons like the whole city, and everything else, or like the nightmare scenes, like when they're poisoned.
Yeah, when he, God,
also, it does bother me a lot. Dude, there's people I follow that are like movie talkers, like I'm trying to be, and they like say that it's a perfect film. I don't know why. For me, The Dark Knight, not Batman Begins.
Oh,
yeah, sorry, poor transition. But they say The Dark Knight's a perfect movie, and for some reason, I dock at a point just because it bothers me so much that they changed the actress.
They changed the actress for
Rachel.
Oh.
So it's Katie Holmes in the first one. And then in the next one, it's Maggie Gyllenhaal. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it does.
That's fair. That's fair. A character change in a series is pretty fucking damaging.
Yeah, like that'd be like changing Carrie Fisher out for Empire.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no one else could have done it. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people could have done it, but like, she's Leia.
Yeah, no.
All right, my number 4 and one that you left off your list, Lego Batman.
That music.
Fucking Batman.
Dude, that movie's rewatchability is amazing.
Rewatchability. I can't even give you like a decent comment on this movie because of how many times I've had to watch it against my fucking will.
I was going to say, my opinion might change when I have kids one day.
Yeah, you go ahead and watch it on repeat 6 times a day for weeks and then tell me how much you like that movie.
Dude, have you ever seen how stacked the cast is though?
Yeah, it's a solid cast and the voices were good. Overall, it's a good movie. But no.
And the amount of movie references in the end are fantastic.
Number 4. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
God. Oh yeah. Oh my. All right,
No,
let's skip these. Oh, God.
number 3, I have Keaton's Batman.
Batman? Yeah, Batman.
Yeah,
He did.
just Batman. But for me, it's hard to say like Batman, and like everyone listening will know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So Keaton's
all
first Batman.
Yeah,
And
keep first Batman.
yeah, Jack Nicholson's Joker is probably third best. Behind Hamill
Okay.
and Ledger.
Okay.
If we're talking live action, I'll give him second.
Yeah, we were gonna fight.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I was waiting for another name to come out your mouth. Had it been Leto or Joaquin Phoenix or
Hear me out. I do kind of like Leto's Batman. Or Batman, Joker.
No.
But, okay, just for 2 seconds. 1, the extended version of the Snyder Cut added some depth. 2, go back and rewatch 2016 Suicide Squad. Every time that the Joker is on screen speaking, it sounds like they like started filming in the middle of a conversation. So like I feel like the editing team failed Leto. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not great. I just personally I enjoy him.
Well, yeah, because every time they flash to him, it's a flashback. It's one of Harley's memories, so it is mid event.
No, and I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying like it seems like there were scenes they had filmed prior to where they actually put in the movie. Or like the scene was longer.
Yeah, and they only put in a section of it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me.
To me, they took like Florida Man Kingpin and put makeup on him. We're like, you're Joker. That's what that's what he was to me. They were like, all right, here, fucking just be insane and have luxury shit. Like you're
I'm really waiting for Jared Leto to be in a good movie again.
Like, I would like to see him in better shit.
Well, yeah, like late 90s, early 2000s, he was fucking crushing it.
Yeah.
And now it's been Morbius, the Joker, like shit shows.
I haven't gotten into Morbius. I started it and stopped because the kids were running around. I was like, no, I actually want to focus and watch this.
Morbius?
Yeah.
You don't have to. All right. You don't have to.
I gotta watch everything. I can't maintain the movie knowledge if I'm not watching movies.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say you probably have better old school knowledge on movies than I do, but I for sure body you in new school knowledge.
Yeah, but, dude, I haven't been to a movie theater to watch a movie since.
Was it
Incredibles 2?
So yeah, pre-Endgame.
Pre-Endgame. Incredibles 2 was the last movie theater movie I went and saw.
Oof.
It was either that or it was the Star Wars. We didn't go see it in theaters.
No.
We went and saw 7.
We went right before my deployment to see. We went to that fancy movie.
Spider-Man.
We went, yeah.
Spider-Man.
Which one?
Homecoming?
That would have been like 2016.
Multiverse.
No.
Are you talking about No Way Home? With all 3 of them?
No Way Home.
Okay.
Apparently. Okay, that was the last movie I went and saw.
Okay.
As a pre-deployment thing.
I was going to say, best scene in Incredibles 2 is for sure Jack fighting the raccoon.
Absolutely.
Take me back to the night you and I were so hammered. We were watching Incredibles, and it was just shapes.
It's okay. I still smoke and then go watch Princess Diaries. So, or Princess Bride. Princess Bride.
Okay. I wasn't going to judge you, but
Yes, you were. I could see it on your face.
I wasn't going to judge you on camera or on mic. Dude, Taylor's been on this whole kick about how she wants to have me watch all the Twilight movies and review them.
I do it sometimes. I will go through and be like, you know what? I haven't seen it in a while. Fuck it. And just watch all of them.
We watched the first one. That's the only one I've seen so far. And let me tell you.
Seen?
Yeah. One of the best lines in movie history has to be, "This is the skin of a killer, Bella."
Oh my God. No. Pay no attention to what comes out of that man's mouth throughout the entire series.
Well, like, that's what I hate is people judge Robert Pattinson on those. Is it 4 movies? Yeah, because it was Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2. 6. What?
There's 4. There's only 4 movies? I thought there were more.
Twilight.
That's how bad they are. It makes you feel like you're watching longer.
Part 1, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Yes, it's 4 movies. I thought it was longer than that. What am I thinking of there, bastards?
Are you trying to include like Goblet of Fire since he was in that too?
The worst Harry Potter movie.
What'd you say?
Goblet of Fire.
Did you say it's the worst one?
Worst.
You're an idiot.
Worst.
You're an idiot.
We can circle back to Harry Potter. What's your number 1?
No, I still got my 1 and 2.
Oh, 1 and 2.
Yeah, my number 2 is gonna be the Batman.
Okay.
I can't remember what I rated it, but I think it's at like a 9.6 out of 10.
Ooh. So what the fuck do you got at number 1?
The Dark Knight.
9.6 to be number 2.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. Okay.
I have The Dark Knight at a 9.7.
Okay.
So they're right there.
I can accept that.
The Dark Knight, I think, is my 4th highest rated superhero movie of all time, or comic book movie of all time. Into the Spider-Verse is my number 1. That's a 10 out of 10 for me.
That's a good movie, like all around.
The new one's very good.
Oh, the new one is out?
Yeah, it came out like 2-3 weeks ago. Very good.
Well, that's why I haven't seen it yet, because it's in the theater and I'm at home.
Yeah. I won't spoil anything for you.
Please don't.
You know I'm not that guy. And speaking of which, though, my PMI, for those who don't know, people who teach you how to shoot at boot camp, he's the fucking worst. I'm friends with him on Facebook, and like, dude, like, even back when like Endgame came out and like people were like, please no spoilers, like I shared something about that, and he commented like every spoiler. Like he was like Iron Man dies, everyone comes back though, like this, that, and the other.
Dude, no. So I was in Yuma when that movie came out. But
I remember you tell me this.
That movie came out while the final season of Game of Thrones was coming out. So we were all watching Game of Thrones every weekend. Like we shut down work and would watch Game of Thrones episodes at midnight.
Weren't you there with Cassie?
No, I was there with Lay. It was just me and Lay.
Okay.
And we went into control for a maintenance meeting, and this son of a bitch walks in. And he's like, Black Widow and Iron Man die. I literally almost threw our fucking pass down at him. I was so fucking mad. Because everybody else,
too.
The weekend it came out, everybody was like, oh, let's go to the theaters and shit. Like, let's go watch it. And I was like, well, my wife will kill me if I see it on my own. So I can't do that.
So I waited. And I saw that opening night.
And someone spoiled that shit. I was so fucking mad.
Rightfully so.
So pissed. I've never been so mad about a movie spoiler in my life. Oh.
So you've heard the whole thing about how James Gunn is just kind of wiping DC's slate clean, right?
Yeah.
So I wrote down some ideas to fan cast Joker and Batman. I want to hear your thoughts. Honestly, for
All right.
Batman, I only wrote down 2 and I ran out of time. So my number 2 choice is John Hamm.
John Hamm.
Have you seen The Town or Baby Driver?
I've seen Baby Driver.
So he's the one where him and his like wife are obsessed with each other.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
As Batman.
I think he could do it.
He's in The Great Gatsby too. Or no, and Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Isn't he?
He's not in Wolf of Wall Street.
No, he's not.
Shh.
No, there is an actor that does kind of look like him. So Autumn's not totally wrong. But this guy.
Yeah. Fucking very
Like,
stoic.
yeah, like I feel like though if it was him, like he would be. I feel like they should do a more character focus on Bruce Wayne than Batman.
I feel like that would have to be a post-retirement Batman at this point, with how old he is.
Honestly, yeah, but like
maybe more
so-
of like an Alfred role for him with like Nightwing or something. More of like an oversight rather than an action Batman. You know what I mean?
Well, so supposedly they're doing another Robert Pattinson Batman. So like
That would be
I
exciting.
think, yeah, I'm very hyped for it. But with James Gunn wanting to like kind of kick off a new DC universe, I think with getting Robert Pattinson's, we should jump to kind of like Batman that's been doing this for 10 years or whatever. Because like Pattinson does kind of play like the new Batman.
Yeah, I think so too. I think restarting would be hard. I'd really like to see an Affleck like his own Batman, but I think with restarting, he's too old for it. Same with him. I think it'd be too old as a restart. If they wanted to like press on with like the Batman storyline from like an older arc, I think both of them would be solid fits. Or if they want to just give them their own like thing, but I think Robert Pattinson's a solid choice for like a reboot because he's got time.
Well, no, because they said that's not going to be part of the DC EU. So those Batmans are standalone. However many they decide to do. Kind of like how Christian Bale's were.
Jesus, who would be?
I was thinking of this dude.
The FBI agent from Wolf of Wall Street.
No, she's thinking of
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal.
Oh, the Punisher. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the best actors working today.
Yeah.
Did you know he played professional baseball in Russia?
That does not surprise me at all.
So before I give my other list for Batman, I meant to ask this way earlier. What do you think of Andy Serkis as Alfred for Robert Pattinson's?
I liked it. I was surprised to see him in that role. Not gonna lie, I had to pause the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, like this is who they got as Alfred. But I think the way he played, the way this movie was made with how dark and just like gloomy it was, I think it was solid. That was a rock solid fucking performance.
Well, yeah, and I also kind of like a younger Alfred.
Yeah, he wasn't fucking. He didn't look like he belonged in the dirt already. Like all the other old Alfreds are all like draggy faces and just.
Yeah, I mean Michael Caine. I don't remember the actor, but for Keaton and Kilmer's,
Michael Caine is it's a close first for Alfred as my favorite Alfred.
Yeah,
I can't
that's fair.
remember his name, but the Alfred from Batman and Robin, who I think also did the Michael Keaton Batmans.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
and the Val Kilmers.
Yeah, the one who was in the Batman that played Alfred in Batman and Robin, I think is my favorite Alfred.
Okay. His name is Michael Go or Guff. I don't know how you say it, but yeah.
I think he was my favorite Alfred.
Did you know Andy Serkis, though, is one of the richest actors ever?
He just did what, like 3 of the MCU movies?
We did 3 MCU. He was the lead ape in the new trilogy of Planet of the Apes. He was Gollum in Lord of the Rings, and he was in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. That man is collecting bags.
Sounds like he's pretty set.
So moving on, and this is, again, kind of why I made the point that I would like to see kind of like an experienced Batman rather than a new one for the new DC. And your wife is going to chirp from the background. Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
I gotta see who this is.
It's Dean from Supernatural. Dude, did you watch The Boys? Amazon Prime superhero show, very adult.
No, we didn't watch that one. No.
Okay, turn that on when we finish recording. It's going to be your new fixation. And then, because Jensen Ackles is in season 3, watch that and then rethink your choice about him playing Batman.
All right.
And then for my Joker fan casting, I have 6 options. So I'm going to pull up a picture of the first one because I don't know if you would know him by name. But Robert Knepper. Again, you would recognize him from Prison Break.
Okay. That'd be an interesting Joker. Not gonna lie, that
people have already done fan art and
I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good choice.
The way he speaks is so unique in all of his roles. That's very intriguing. That is an incredible take on that.
This one I'm not super high on, but I think he could do a good job. Johnny Depp
as Joker. The only way he'd do it is if Tim Burton directed this thing, though.
I don't know if that's true.
That's the only way you're getting him in there. But that also brings in a solid Harley Quinn with Helena Bonham Carter. Bonham Carter? I don't remember how to say her name.
I always mess up her name, but I
think that would be like a solid older Joker Harley combo right there, though.
Right.
That would. Oh my god! And bring Keaton back as Batman.
I heard a spoiler already about the Flash movie.
I
don't know if you could bring Keaton back. I didn't get confirmation on the spoiler. I swiped away before I could hear the full thing. So.
Oh no!
Yeah, TikTok's the worst for that. Okay, and then another one. I'm not super high on this guy playing him, but I think he could portray him. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. That was I don't know, man. He's starting to look kind of rough.
Yeah, but if you put the makeup on, I mean, he's also.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're on Joker. We're on Joker. My brain was on
yeah.
Batman. I was like, that'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
a
no,
rough
no.
sell for Batman.
No, I mean,
But
Jim Carrey
Joker,
also says
oh,
he's done with
absolutely.
acting. Yeah, Jim Carrey says he's done with acting, but like, I don't know. I feel like he could come back if it's the right role.
I think I think at this point it's gonna take a lot of Hollywood change to get him back in there at all. He's so over all that shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think he'll play like those last three I listed or two I listed. Like, I don't see them playing it, but they're ones that I think could do a good job. Like this third guy, but he's contractually, I think, obligated to stick with Marvel. But Tom Hiddleston.
I was gonna put his name in.
Yeah.
When you said Joker, that was someone I was like, yep, I think he could do it.
And then so my number 2 option is probably Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård.
He played Pennywise in the newer It movies.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would do a good job. Plus, he was just in the most recent John Wick, and he did a good job. And again, people already did fan art for him and kind of made him look like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. No, I think that is a solid look.
Yeah.
I don't know though. We're looking at older Batman.
Yeah. Okay.
It would have to be like a reboot Joker.
But this is going to be your favorite option, and it's my number 1 option. Willem Dafoe.
I love the Willem Dafoe idea, but I think there are better options.
I think he would crush it.
I really liked. I think he has the perfect face for it, and he with the background in superhero movies, like I think he's a solid choice. But I'm gonna be honest and say I would really like to see Cameron Monaghan.
Oh, Cameron Monaghan?
Yeah, Monaghan. That's how you say it.
I've never seen his show that he's on where he's Joker, but I've seen the clips and he is phenomenal.
I think it's Gotham. I think he plays Joker in Gotham.
Okay.
I've seen him in. It was either fan art or it was in the show. I don't know which, because I haven't seen the show enough. Dude, that Gotham show is, from what I've heard, is like incredible.
Is that Netflix?
I don't even know where to watch it.
All right, I'll figure it out. We'll get back.
I've heard amazing things about the show.
I have, dude. I heard someone on TikTok the other day, like one of the movie talkers that I follow, and he said Cameron Monaghan is his favorite Joker.
Yes.
So.
No.
He's also mine.
I remember when it was like first getting revealed that he was gonna play Joker, and I thought it was gonna be for fucking Suicide Squad. I didn't think it was for a show. I thought he was gonna be what Jared Leto was, and I was pumped. And then when I saw him, I was like, "That's not him."
Yeah.
I was super bummed, dude, because I watched Shameless. I watched all of Shameless.
I stopped Shameless, I think, season 3.
I watched all of it. Like I loved the guy. And when I saw the release of him in the makeup and shit, I was like, yeah, like let's go. I was so pumped.
He's a good Joker for the Joker that he plays because he's the criminally insane version. Like he's for the surgeries, he's for that psychotic mental break as a Joker. He is literally my top Joker. I've seen a lot of Gotham.
Oh, thank you for watching.
I'm on Reddit right now, like looking at some options, and someone said Jude Law. I disagree.
I just saw one for James McAvoy.
Okay.
The kid from Wanted.
Yeah. Maybe.
It was iffy to me. I feel like he'd be a good Gordon.
Someone said Angelina Jolie. What?
No. She can try to be
Ooh.
Cat.
Adrian Brody?
I know the name. I'm not picturing his face.
The Pianist is probably his most famous movie, but
Nah.
I don't know, man. He's a pretty damn good actor.
I can agree with you there. I think that would be a solid role for him. You haven't seen Game of Thrones, you shit. Ah. You don't even know it. If I say something, it's going to spoil things. Not completely. But Ewan Rion, he plays the bastard in Game of
Glorious
Thrones.
Bastard?
Ramsay. Ramsay Bolton. But in the show, he's just like this sycophant. He's totally obsessed with like torturing people. And I think he like as Joker, like he has that switch. Well, at least when he played the role in Game of Thrones, he had that switch between like serious and like just off the wall insane. And I thought it was solid. I think as Joker, I think that would be a crazy portrayal of him. I feel like very Jared Leto vibes of like insane.
Yeah.
With like Heath Ledger level of seriousness almost.
Okay. I'll let you know because I'm probably going to choose Game of Thrones to watch out of those three. So I'll have to get back to you. The Sopranos and Breaking Bad.
I still haven't seen Breaking Bad.
I've tried Breaking Bad 3 times, twice in high school and then once, I think, right after combat training. And I always stop at the same episode every time because I get bored. Maybe I can get through it now that I've matured.
Adam Driver for Batman. That was a thought of mine. I feel like he'd be a good voice actor for Batman, though. I don't know if he'd...
Oh, that's part of the movie news I had. Is it got leaked who's going to be in the new Fantastic Four movie. So Driver? It's Adam Driver is Reed Richards. Margot Robbie is Sue Storm.
Ooh.
I wonder if that means she's going to be done with her Harley Quinn thing, though. Because I don't think with their contracts, I don't think you can work with the other one.
With them restarting it, she basically isn't in it, you know?
Oh, yeah. I haven't heard anything, but I didn't know if they're going to do like another Birds of Prey movie or something. Paul Mescal is Johnny Storm. Do you know that is?
No.
Pulling it up. But he kind of looks like the arrogant rich boy.
Ew.
Okay.
Yeah, so like he could probably be a good Johnny Storm. And then David Diggs as Ben Grimm's or the Thing.
Okay.
I'm not even totally sure what he looks like, so I'm pulling it up. Maybe.
All right.
The only thing I'm thinking is like he looks fairly thin, and even before like they transform, like the Thing is a bigger dude.
Yeah.
And then you want to be most excited for your movie news, or the piece of movie news you'll be most excited for?
Probably.
Robert Downey Jr. announced that he is open to the idea of doing a Tropic Thunder 2.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Only if he plays a black man.
Like bringing back the same cast, same characters, and everything.
Oh my god. You
That'll
have
be
no
wild.
how many times I've seen that movie.
So we did I think it was like our second or third episode, we did a military movie episode. And we did like a draft. And my buddy took that.
Oh fuck. Oh, that's it. You haven't seen the show Vikings, have you?
No, but I've heard I should watch it.
Should. At least through season 4. The rest is that. But
Okay.
through season 4 is fucking mint. But I think this is probably he plays one of the sons.
Who do you want to play that for?
Joker.
Okay.
He's Danish and he's super small time right now. Like, I think Vikings is one of the only things I've seen him in.
You're talking about the kid who plays
Ivar.
Ivar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be a solid choice for a Joker.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be sweet. Maybe get Zendaya to bring back Poison Ivy.
I would like to see a good live action Poison Ivy because the best portrayal right now is the Harley Quinn show.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, someone got excited.
Someone texted me mid-episode about how I should bring up the Harley Quinn show.
Oh.
It's only because their portrayals of the characters, like even as an adult season, like episode or like series, like it's an actual adult series, like their portrayals of these characters were really, really, really good. And Kaylee Cuoco as a Harley Quinn, fucking man.
Oh, that was a perfect choice, which is funny because I would have never thought of that as a choice.
Mm-mm.
Dude,
But
did you watch the Velma series?
No.
I started it and quickly realized that I could not watch that around children. So I had to stop.
Yeah, the shower scene.
Because I thought it was just like, oh, cool, like Velma story. Nope.
Dude, I finished it. It's such dog shit.
I can imagine. Jesus.
Yeah, don't watch it. Just save yourself. And they're making a season 2.
Oh, God. Oh. So, my brother brought this up right before we did this, and I thought it was a interesting point. According to whoever the fuck, I can't even remember where he got it from, Adam West's depiction of Batman is, according to whoever this source is, the most accurate depiction of Batman as far as his height, weight, and body type.
I don't think so.
Now, I went and pulled another list of most accurate Batman movies versus like the comics, and it says Christian Bale is the most accurate depiction of Batman, followed by Robert Pattinson.
Interesting.
Yeah. Ben Affleck did make the list at number 4. Fantastic, because that means I'm on the right track.
This is going to be a hot take, but I think Christian Bale's a top 3 actor of all time.
Oh, kill yourself. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh my god! Hold on, before I rattle off better actors, let me at least have some information on Bale at my hand.
American Psycho.
American Psycho, The Machinist, The Prestige.
Yep.
I can go on.
Fuck. Yeah, he voices someone in Howl's Moving Castle.
I know.
I didn't know that till just now.
Oh, you guys watched that?
Oh yeah, we watch all the Ghibli movies.
Oh, thank God, dude. I've been wanting to do a Ghibli episode, but I don't know anyone that watches.
Talk
Okay.
to her.
I was gonna say, I think the only one I haven't seen right now is Panya.
Ponyo was so good.
No, there's another one I haven't seen. I think it's Princess Mononoke, however you say it.
Mononoke.
Yeah, those are the two I haven't seen yet. They did a showing of Spirited Away in theaters here not too long ago, so my mom and I went.
So this year was the first year in, I want to say it was like 8 or 9, but they did a whole year. Every single AMC movie theater was doing a one Ghibli movie a month for the whole year.
Oh yeah, Cinemark's doing that too.
Yeah. And that's because the creator of the Ghibli movies is getting ready to drop another movie, like his final movie, but he's not doing anything for it. He's like, no advertising, nothing. He's just going to drop it.
Fuck yeah. Did you guys watch Parasite?
I have not.
No.
Very good. First international movie to ever win Best Picture at the Oscars.
Oh, shit.
But it's only in Korean, so. But I know you guys are caption people anyway.
Yeah, I can't hear shit.
Got that military grade tinnitus, dog.
10%.
Oh, we should get shirts that say that.
I'm about to get my disability up, actually.
Hey, same.
I got diagnosed with sleep apnea, and they finally got me on fucking head meds.
By the way,
so
he's Hal.
Oh, he voices Hal?
Did you know that he was a voice in the Disney Pocahontas movie?
What?
I'm just now learning this. He voiced Thomas.
Yeah.
Anyway, would you like me to keep going down movies that he's phenomenal in?
I mean, you can keep going through them. I'm going to find someone better. I don't know.
The Big Short, Ford versus Ferrari, American Hustle, Vice, Amsterdam Was Trash. I'm not going to, dive into that. The Fighter, Public Enemies, 310 to Yuma. Oh, here's a hot take I want to get your opinion on. Because it's my take. Harrison Ford is just an okay actor.
You know, it's crazy. I actually agree with you on that.
Okay, cool.
I actually agree with you on that. I'm still fucking awestruck at your Christian Bale top 3. Who's above him?
De Niro and Nicholson.
De Niro and Nicholson.
I also think I think Natalie Portman is a top 5 actress of all time.
I can let her sit in the top 5 for right now. But
I think Meryl Streep's overrated.
Oh, God. Now he just wants the reaction.
No, these are all my takes I was saving for the end.
Oh, my God. Top 3 for Bale.
He's in my top 5.
Oh, actually, you're going to hate me.
Robert Downey Jr. DiCaprio's still alive. Like
RDJ is not better.
I'm not saying he's a top 3, but fucking Denzel Washington, Tom Hanks, Morgan Freeman, fucking Will Smith, Hugh Jackman, Matt Damon. Oh my!
No way you said Will Smith.
Yes, I will say Will Smith.
No, not better than Bale.
All right, I'll stick to my option being Robert Downey Jr.
No, also no.
Yes.
If you'd argued Daniel Day-Lewis, I'd have been okay with it, but no.
Yes.
RDJ is not better than Bale.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. The Judge, Due Date.
Due Date's an okay movie at best.
Back to School.
The Judge is only good because of Robert Downey Jr. and the guy who plays the judge, so I'm okay with that.
The Soloist.
Honestly, other than Iron Man, the only movie that I think of Robert Downey Jr. in is that one he played in the 80s.
Weird Science, I think is the name of it. Yeah. Was it Weird Science or was it Animal House?
Animal House.
Okay, I knew it was one of the two. Oh, there's something else I was going to say. Do you have any hope for the new Indiana Jones movie?
No.
I think it's going to be better than Crystal Skull.
Most
I think it's
likely.
going to be the fourth. I think it's going to be the fourth best in the franchise.
I think
what do you think is the best Indiana Jones, by the way? Because a guy at my work and I were debating this the other day, but he says it's Temple. I think it's Raiders.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to see the cover art to remember the movies. Those all just got dropped on something recently too.
Disney Plus. I started rewatching them.
Yeah, all of them.
You still trying to figure out actors there, Chief?
I found actors.
You haven't listed a single one better yet.
Hold on. Well, now you got me on the Indiana Jones things.
Will, your ADHD is showing.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I'm probably gonna go with Raiders for.
Yeah, I think that's the best one, and it's so iconic.
Who did you have above fucking Christian Bale again?
Jack and De Niro.
Jack Nicholson, De Niro. Fucking, oh my God.
And honestly, you could even argue Daniel Day-Lewis in that top 3 as well.
Fucking.
I haven't seen enough of his movies to really argue it.
Al Pacino. Fucking Keanu Reeves.
I wouldn't hate the Al Pacino take. Keanu Reeves is an overrated actor. He's a great dude. His movies are good, but he's not really stellar in anything outside of The Matrix and John Wick.
I can go on and on about Keanu Reeves.
That's just because you think he's hot. That's a separate thing.
Anthony Hopkins.
I would accept that answer. I'm surprised it took you that long.
Christoph Waltz.
Great actor, not better.
not better.
Correct.
I'm sorry. How many languages does Christian Bale know?
I'm sorry. Does language define if you're a good actor or not?
Considering Christoph Waltz walked into Inglourious Bastards and was able to speak like 7, yes.
Yeah, he's the only reason that movie was made. But that's one movie. I'm not saying he's bad as others because he's an double Oscar winner for Django and Inglourious Bastards. He's fantastic. Not better than Russell Crowe is very hit or miss for me.
I'll give you that one.
Did you watch The Greatest Beer Run Ever?
No.
Save yourself the time. Like, it's a funny movie, but like, it's not good.
Ouch.
I don't hate the Al Pacino take. I don't hate the Anthony Hopkins take.
Clint Eastwood. I refuse
No.
to throw Tom Cruise in this mix. Or Brad Pitt. They could have both never existed and the world would be okay.
Whoa. Brad Pitt's one of my favorite actors.
You didn't put him above Bale now, did you?
I didn't say he's one of the best actors. I said he's one of my favorite.
I'm still stuck on the Keanu.
And also, Brad Pitt's been in so many phenomenal movies. He's
Bridge.
He's been in the best baseball movie.
Who?
Brad Pitt.
Do not even get me started on the baseball episode. I swear to God, I almost disowned you. I was so mad. Mid-episode, I texted this motherfucker, like, as I'm listening to it, starting to yell at him for the things he was saying in the podcast.
What, that Moneyball is the best baseball movie ever made? Maybe sports movie?
I can accept that. Yes. I'm not going to say it's the best. I'll say it's top 3, but it is a great baseball movie.
Which take?
Y'all did the tournament.
The bracket?
Y'all did that bracket, and I wanted to fucking strangle you. Both of you.
I lost 90% of those arguments because I was outvoted.
I don't care. Wrong. So wrong. Sandlot went out first round. Are you fucking kidding me?
I was arguing for it to go further.
Went out. 8 Men Out went out. Boy didn't even know you didn't even know what the fucking For the Love of the Game was. You had not seen For the Love of the Game.
Correct. I still haven't.
You still haven't.
Don't worry. My dad's yelling at me about it too.
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham's good. There was someone I saw on Twitter today arguing that League of Their Own is the best baseball movie ever made.
It was probably her.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't hate the take if someone said it was like a top 5.
It is a top 5. I mean, it's my top favorite movie of all time, but I'm not gonna say it's a top 5 greatest baseball movie. It's a great women empowerment movie.
Oh, absolutely. My favorite movie of all time is it's either Good Will Hunting or Revenge of the Sith.
I can give you Good Will Hunting, and as much as I love Star Wars, like Star Wars is in my top 5 just as a series.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when I rank all my Star Wars, I think Revenge of the Sith lands like number 5 for me from a critical aspect.
Oh, I was in a whole heat listening to you and your all's podcast for the Star Wars for May the 4th be with you.
That was a fun episode.
On my 6-hour drive to Arizona.
I think that was the first episode Arsenal was on.
Yeah.
He was going to try and make this one, but he got hung up doing something.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Still on this?
The one thing I had to say about your all's Jokers,
Clark Gable.
the biggest reason that I put Heath Ledger's Joker at my top is because a lot of the scenes that he did as a Joker were all improvised and nobody had any idea what he was going to do and like the lengths he went to be the Joker that he was.
Did you know? I agree with you completely.
Hotel.
But did you know the whole scene that everyone thinks is improv where he like keeps pressing the button to get it to blow up? That was actually planned.
Yeah. No, I thought it wasn't planned, but the like pyrotechnics weren't working right. Like it wasn't. I thought there was like some sort of delay to it going off.
That's been the rumor for years, but someone from set just came out recently and said that it was actually planned and that was made up somewhere along the way.
No.
Well, the biggest scene that he did that like
Joe Pesci.
That legitimately like made him my favorite Joker just even more was the scene when they're at Harvey Dent's like little party that Christian Bale throws him. And he hides Harvey Dent in the closet and the Joker comes in and grabs her by the face. Like she had no idea. Like nobody knew
yeah.
She was like genuinely terrified that he was going to stab her with a knife.
Well, you know, it's one of my favorite small details in that movie is that when they're at like the dinner scene where Bruce pulls up a like table with his new boo thing in front of Rachel and Harvey, the Joker is sitting at the table behind them, but without his makeup on.
Yeah.
All right, Billiam, you ready to call it an episode?
I just need one more name for you to acknowledge is better than Bale's.
Bold of you to assume that I will.
Michael Douglas.
No.
Ian McKellen.
No.
Christopher Walken.
No.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No.
John Wayne.
No.
I'm going to say Clark Gable again because he's absolutely incredible. Kevin Spacey.
No.
Gene Hackman.
No.
Solid choice. Robert Duvall.
You're also missing names like Marlon Brando.
Oh, I know. I'm skipping a few because they're old.
Okay. My top two are old actors.
Well, they're like old. But no, Marlon Brando's definitely in there.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Well, Samuel L. Jackson's. He's not even. Ben Stiller's so shitty, he's not even ranked.
What?
He's not even ranked.
Ben Stiller.
I'm on IMDb right now. Top 100 actors of all time. He's not even on the list.
I mean, I'm not totally surprised Ben Stiller's not on the list.
Alan Rickman.
Also down.
What? Bruh, all right, this is not my opinion. I just want to say this for the record of this episode. Charlie Chaplin has been ranked higher than Christian Bale by IMDb.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, the first one, is rated higher than Lion King on Rotten Tomatoes. Doesn't mean I trust it.
I'm not saying like I said, I'm not agreeing with it. Charlie Chaplin didn't even make a movie that he spoke in.
Yeah, but he was the most iconic of the time.
That's like a hard sell to begin with, but he's ranked higher.
Ew.
I can't.
Did you guys enjoy that episode? Well, it would help us out greatly if you were to leave us a review. So if you're on Spotify, just rate us 5 out of 5 stars. If you're on Apple Music, you can rate us 5 stars and leave a written review, which we'll probably read off in an episode if you want to hear a shout out. YouTube, same thing. If you want to write a review, we will always be checking those and responding to as many as we can.